One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Memphis Tigers, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the SMU Mustangs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Tigers ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. He'll bring it out. It's Cole. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
We'll take over 1st and 10.
They go to the draw. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Guys, let's have a look at SMU. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football. But when I do that, I give the running back space. And right there, you could tell he takes advantage of it.
And the Mustangs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Tight end finds a soft spot. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
Well, they say tight ends are the quarterback's best friend, Pollock, and on that play, he was just wide open. That couldn't have gotten any easier. Just simple pitch and catch.
Yeah, that made it easy because the defense didn't cover him. And that's one of those where you're going up to the guy and you're like, wait a minute, what are we running here? Like, somebody's got to cover the big tight end over the middle of the field. Like, what are you seeing? What am I seeing? The defense has to be aware that the tight end is a weapon, the big body over the middle. Quarterbacks love to hit those guys.
For just a second, let's take a big picture view of SMU. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded.
Breaks into the open, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Mustangs! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return.
First and 10.
Leaves it with the back. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Looking for a man. It's Sullivan. Finds his tight end. Hard running there. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. The Tigers will hustle to the line.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line.
Take over. First and 10.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. There he goes. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Now from the 48-yard line, it's first and 10. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Fires on the move. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Floating away. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Bad news for the defense. They gave up a first down on a scramble. Good news, though, they got a lick on that quarterback. That is a dream shot for anybody on defense. So, yeah, you might have made a good play individually. Good job, bud. Attaboy. You might get a helmet sticker for that, but you're also going to be in the ice bath after the game.
Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Oh, he's got a chance. Turning it on. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Memphis wants to move quickly.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Sullivan. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Finds a man on the right. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Rides the back on the option to give. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. On 1st and goal, let's see if Memphis can get it in the end zone. Looking to throw. Lets it fly. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
The option look. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. The Mustangs will line it up on 1st and 10.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just...
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
And the Mustangs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They've been running it, but now the pass. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Makes the catch around the 50. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in...
Oh, he's got some space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Fires to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
To the air, it's Sullivan. Makes the grab on the left. Looks as if he'll have enough to pick up the Memphis first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Tigers. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over because nobody was covering him. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. They give it to him again. It's a fumble. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Mustangs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. That's caught. It's Hairston. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Unloads quickly. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Sullivan. Now he's going to break the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Memphis picking up the tempo.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Punts it out of the air. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver.
Touchdown, Memphis! Oh, that baby in and stroll into the end zone for a score. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders at 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Breaks into the open. At the 20. Touchdown, SMU! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Utah is getting smoked. This is unexpected. This is alarming. And I've been on social and already seen a couple of recruits change their minds. They're trailing by 14 to South Carolina. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll run the screen. Makes a man miss. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's take a minute here and talk a little Memphis. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talent.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You could see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field.
And the ball is free on the pitch. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
And that last play is why it is a gift to have a short-term memory in this game. 2nd and long coming up. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. It is 3rd and long. Let's see what kind of arm he's got. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Throwing on the run. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Dropping back, it's Sullivan. Shoots it to the left. A strike downfield. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. From the gun. Give on the inside. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's going for a big play downfield. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Bought a little time, lets it go. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Might be looking to run. Firing to the right, complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Looking to move the chains. Here comes Memphis on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. A fresh set of downs after that 4th down conversion, but still the up-tempo as they get to the line quickly. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to pass, it's Sullivan. Gets it out fast. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers now.
Trying to barrel in. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Touchdown, Memphis! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Makes one man miss. He's past the 30. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
They'll ride the hot hand. Crosses the 45. There he goes. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Momentum is such a real thing in college football, and scoring that touchdown here in this 2-minute situation at the end of the half is massive for them. It's going to help their confidence going in at halftime. If they're able to get this extra point and tie this thing up, watch out for them in the 2nd half.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squiver inside the 30. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Mustangs will boot it away to start the 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Gives it on the option. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
To the air, it's Sullivan. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Memphis wants to move quickly.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put...
Turning it on! Touchdown, Memphis! And that one will come up here in the second half.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Miami is just getting blown off the field today. This has been a gong show since the opening kick. Man, the U is staring at a big fat L right now. They're trailing by 17 to Clemson. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Cole finds his man on the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. No huddle offense to the line.
Second down coming up.
Second down, they'll go to the air. The throw. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And the Mustangs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to run for it. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll move the tight end. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Picked off to stop the threat. Looking for more room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
He'll do it himself. Breaks into the open. He has the first and still on his feet. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
And that's what makes this offense so dynamic. It's his running ability, and I love them going option here. He's hoping the defense is going to give him a look that forces him to keep the football. And how about his ability in the open field, generating a massive explosive play on that option run?
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Memphis now operating in the red zone. Looking for a gap. It's Hairston. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
21.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
1st and 10.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jessica. There he goes. Past the sticks, and he may get more. What a play there, and he's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
I mean, goodness gracious, you could have driven a semi-truck through that hole. Nobody touched him. This was an easy run. This is the easiest 40-plus yard run you will ever see.
And the Mustangs trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time. can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Smashes it between the uprights. Are forced to settle for 3. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Will take over. First and 10.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Back to throw, it's Sullivan. Finds his man, it's Travis. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
After the penalty, the playbook is wide open on 1st and 5. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. On these option plays, you just have to take what the defense gives you. And if that means handing off the dive, or if that means pitching it, you got to do that. It can't always be about you. And I think the quarterback that time was really hoping it was going to be his number called, but there was nothing there. He tried to do too much. It's a huge negative play, and it sets this offense going in the wrong direction.
Defenses throughout the week study every third down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
We've reached the break, and Memphis is holding on to the lead and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
To the air, it's Sullivan. Here's a heat. And to get rid of it quickly. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. They couldn't do it on that last play.
He wants to throw it again. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Memphis will be forced to punt. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Turning it on. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the middle. Got his man. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
And you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
To the air on first down. Under fire. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And this QB is really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and
that is interception number 3 on the day. Brought down at the 30 on the return. This defense has sent them up in scoring position.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's the give off the left side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Back to throw, it's Sullivan. Quick completion on the out. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. They boot it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
And Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Mustangs want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away to buy time. Fakes to grab. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. And they're able to keep him from scoring as he's guided out of bounds at the 5.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, he just decided to take off.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to adjust the pattern. Takes it from the gun on third down. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And this offense is trying to make something happen. You're down later in the game, but this defense is having none of it. 2 sacks in a row.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to the back. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to the ground game on the left. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
Just give me my money. Just give me my money. Just give me my money.
Memphis, 35. SMU, 24.
Like I'm
racing on a fast track, trying to get my life mapped. I'm right back to the same place that I started at. Me, myself, and I, but got the most high traveling with me. Ancestors taught me plenty of things to keep me sane in this strange world that starts off innocent, but soul catches blemish and stray bullets from others still catching whoopings. Ain't thinking before they pull it. Make sure you keep on pushing and looking for another way out. Maybe the scenic route, taking your time, cause you trust the divine to supply all of your needs, but still you must proceed to do what you need to. That's really if you do, truly do have faith. Face the truth, don't run away. No more tomorrow, start today. It's never promised anyway. I'm forced in dragon's fire, so you know I'm slaying every day with no trace. A carbon copy, carved to God's body. Can't no weapon stop me from holding my head up high every day. Every time my soul gets to say, I thank you most high for today. I'll be on my phone.